Welcome to Learn English on YouTube. Between the Cameras and the Heart, an original story from our channel. Chapter 1. Between the Cameras and the Heart. Growing up under the spotlight was, at first, just a game. At 5 years old, I barely understood what it meant to be in front of a camera. My mom would take me to the filming sets where I starred in cereal and shampoo commercials, and I enjoyed every second of it. I loved watching people rushing around adjusting lights and cameras, turning those ordinary moments into something magical. I didn't know that world would become my home for many years to come. By the time I was 14, innocence had mixed with nerves when I landed my first lead role in a children's soap opera called Paper Dreams. I still remember the day I met Rodrigo, my co-star. He was a year older than me, with a charming smile and a confidence that instantly impressed me. From our very first scenes together, something clicked between us. It wasn't just on-screen chemistry. Rodrigo became my confidant, the guy who made me laugh between takes and the one I thought about every night before falling asleep. Our first kiss was written in the script, but for me, it was so much more. Even though we were surrounded by cameras and microphones, I felt like the world stopped for a moment. He was my first love, sweet, tender, and innocent. 4 months, we shared laughter, tears, and conversations that shaped my teenage years. But our careers soon pulled us in different directions. Saying goodbye was hard, but I knew it was inevitable. After Paper Dreams, my life took an unexpected turn. I was cast as the lead in Wings of Hope, a soap opera that became a national sensation. On set, I met Alberto. He was a young actor just starting out, playing a supporting role in the story. From the start, I was drawn to his warmth and humility. Alberto didn't try to impress anyone. He was simply himself, and that won me over. What started as friendship between takes slowly became something more. Alberto had a way of listening that made me feel seen, that made me feel like my voice mattered beyond the script. He made me laugh with his stories and brought a sense of calm I desperately needed in such a hectic world. We spent afternoons sharing dreams and memories, and little by little, without even realizing it, I fell in love with him. I remember when the tabloids started buzzing with rumors about us. Paparazzi followed us to events, and magazines published pictures of us walking together or having dinner. At first, the lack of privacy was overwhelming, but Alberto always found a way to make me smile and remind me that what truly mattered was us and our love. I often wondered how my feelings for Rodrigo had shaped my relationship with Alberto. Rodrigo was my first love, my first experience of vulnerability. He taught me what it meant to fall in love with an open heart. But with Alberto, I learned what it meant to build something deeper, something grounded in trust and mutual respect. He offered me stability, and I knew I could count on him no matter what. By the time I turned 19, our relationship had matured into something truly beautiful. Alberto proposed to me during a trip to Valle de Bravo. We were sitting by the lake as the sun began to set. Holding my hand, he looked into my eyes with a tenderness I'll never forget. "I want to build a life with you, Yolanda," he said. I didn't hesitate for a second. I knew that with him by my side, I could face anything. Our wedding was unforgettable. The ceremony took place at the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe, a place that had always held special meaning for us. Walking in hand with my father, I felt like I was stepping into a new chapter of my life. Sunlight streamed through the stained glass windows, bathing the room in warm colors, while the music wrapped everything in an indescribable sense of magic. At the end of the aisle, Alberto was waiting for me, his eyes shining with emotion that almost brought me to tears. Saying our vows in front of our families, friends, and colleagues was one of the most meaningful moments of my life. As I looked at him, I remembered everything that brought us to that moment. The humble beginnings, the laughter on set, the challenges we had faced, and the love that had grown stronger over time. We walked out of the basilica to a wave of applause, and the sun over Mexico City lit up our faces as we began our life together as husband and wife. Even though the spotlight will always be part of my world, I know my true home is with Alberto. His love and support have become the foundation of my life, and I'm excited for everything the future holds. This is my story. The story of how I found love in front of the cameras, but more importantly, how I discovered that true success is building a meaningful life with someone who loves you exactly as you are. Awesome! Let's see how well you remember the new words. It's time for the vocabulary challenge. Time to practice. Challenge number 1. Pause the video and comment a sentence using one of the new words you learned today. Now it's your turn. Write your own sentence using one or more words from today's key vocabulary in the comments. Are you ready for challenge number 2? Watch the video again and repeat the words out loud until you can say them clearly. You can use the YouTube chapters and timestamps to jump to the parts you want to practice. And now, challenge number 3. Tell us in the comments. What was the most difficult word for you today? Now it's your turn. Write the word that challenged you the most and why. Let's learn together. That's the end of today's story. We hope you enjoyed it and learned some new words along the way. Remember, the best way to learn English is by listening to fun stories like this one. See you next time, English Explorer. If you liked the video, click like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is learning English.